Welcome, friends. Today's topic is that on cruelty to animals. When will it end? We know that many forms of cruelty to animals is occupying the world today. They could think of some forms like the dog fights or the chooks or the roosters that go into fighting and that type of blood sport. You might also think of other parts of the world, like, for example, in the Philippines, they have apparently illegal horse fighting. You might think of Spain with the bull fighting, fox hunts in England, fighting in Japan of different creatures. And so this cruelty extends right across the globe. But why this is so important, it's just happened recently in the state of New York, where a squirrel named Peanut was put to death by the government. A internet sensation this squirrel was, and it caused outrage across the globe. Ones like Elon Musk and New York congressmen condemned the squirrel's death. See that animal cruelty, or animals that suffer in the name of science or in the name of government overreach, whether it's intentional or not, is having a profound effect. Is animal cruelty something we should turn a deaf ear to and to look the other way? What do you think? The Bible is very clear on this matter in Genesis chapter 1 verses 26 to 28 that humans would have dominion over animals, insects, sea life and sea creatures, but nowhere does it condone cruelty to these creatures. Jesus spoke of God's concern for animals at Luke chapter 12 verse 6 when he said, "Are not 5 sparrows sold for two coins or farthings, and not one of them is forgotten by God?" So that's God's view. Exodus 23, if you go back to the Old Testament, is an example of how God required the Israelites to care for animals. And in Exodus 23:12, animals were also benefited from the Sabbath, just like humans were. So we can see then the way God views animals. When you read something like Proverbs 12:10, it says, "A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast." Is there any room when you read a scripture like that to treat the animal's life with disregard by neglecting it, abusing it, or pitting it against another animal for sport, or overreach by the government? Isaiah 11:6-9 foretells a time when humans and animals will cause no harm to each other, but will live together in peace as they were supposed to in the beginning. It's interesting, even Hosea chapter 2 verse 18, God promises, "And in that day will I make a covenant for them with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of the heaven, and with the creeping things of the ground, and I'll break the bow and sword and the battle out of the earth, and I will make them to lie down safely." So imagine that type of a world, can you, where there will be safety within not only humans but also the animals, and there would be no cruelty but peaceful conditions where every living creature will benefit. In the meantime, is there anything that we can do? I mean, sure, this is one way, like Elon took to Twitter or to X and voiced his opinion on this, which gained a lot of traction. There's also the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals and the Humane Society of the US. They list different ways to prevent animal cruelty, and you can go through to their websites and see the different ways that you can treat animals. And so maybe in your country where you are and you're listening to this, I'm sure they would have a similar program in what you can do. But will there come a time, according to the scriptures, that cruelty to animals will cease? And when will it end? It'll end when God comes to earth, or Christ comes to earth, and makes a final judgment on humanity. And that's when we'll all be at peace with each other. Have a great day, guys. Talk again on another subject. See you later.